Okay, see now. In this question, we need to calculate maximum shear stress. Maximum shear stress in the shaft. How to calculate this? To calculate shear stress, we should have tau value. So in this T by J is equal to tau by R, G theta by L. This term you have to use, and shear stress will be maximum when you are using the complete R, means R is equal to R. At some other radius, shear stress will not be maximum. Why? Because if you multiply R this side, so you can see tau is proportional to radius. Okay. But you can calculate the shear stress if R is known, J is known, and T is known. But in the question, problem is this T naught is not acting exactly in the mid. If T naught was acting exactly in the mid, then torque at this portion will be T naught by 2 and torque at this portion will be T naught by 2. But it is acting at a particular distance L by 4. So from here it is 3L by 4. Because length is not same, then torque distribution at this end will be T1 and at this end will be T2. It will not be same. Because torque is not same here, so problem is if you apply T by J is equal to tau by R formula, then in 1T you will be using T1 and then again you will apply the formula T by J is equal to tau by R and you will be using T2. Okay, so for T1 you will be getting some other value of tau which will be tau in this section, and for this T2 you will be getting different tau which will be in this section. Then you have to compare which tau is more. So that will be the maximum shear stress in the shaft. Okay, how will you calculate this? Problem is we don't know T1 and T2 value. As I said, one thing will be common for sure, constant for sure. So in this case you can see where the torque is acting, there will be a common disk, correct? That disk will be common for this part and for this part. I mean, if I draw only this portion, so this portion I will say like this. Okay, and if I draw this portion, then this portion also I will draw like this. Okay, so this disk is common disk. They are attached actually, right? They are common disk. So here whatever rotation is coming, here also same rotation is coming, correct? So to stop this rotation, wall will give you, because if you see from this side, this is clockwise rotation. So wall will give you anti-clockwise rotation so that it can resist here. But if you see from this side, it is anti-clockwise rotation. So wall will give you clockwise rotation. So anyway, direction does not matter in this question. T1 matters here, T2 matters here. So how will you calculate T1 and T2? So for that purpose, you find out theta 1 here, theta 2 here and equate both. So if you do that, very common we can do. How can we do? T1 into length. What is length here? Your length for this part is L by 4 is equal to, now you have G theta by Gj, correct? Gj. So because dimension for the both shaft is same, so G value will be same because same material, because same shaft is there, so G value will be same, and J is nothing but pi by 32 something, right? D power 4. Okay, now you go for the next. So this is how you will calculate theta 1, and how you will calculate theta 2, same thing. T2 and remaining length is 3L by 4, and you go for Gj. Again this Gj will get cancelled, 4 will get cancelled. So you got one answer here that T1 is equal to 3 T2. So you can clearly see that your T1 value is more, that is 3 times of T2. So now our job is that we have got one equation, but in this equation we don't know the exact value of T1 and T2, correct? We are only knowing that T1 is 3 times of T2. T1 is also unknown, T2 is also unknown. It means what? We need one more equation to calculate T1, T2 so that we can solve both the equation. So what is the best equation? Again we know that here we have T1 and here we have T2. They are coming because of this torque, right? So we can add T1 plus T2 is equal to T naught. So we got our second equation. So this considered as the first equation, this considered as second equation. Solve both the equations. Now how will you solve both the equations? Substitute this T1 is equal to 3T by 2 here. So you got total 4T2 is equal to T naught. So T2 we got how much? T naught by 4. You got your T2 value. So your T1 value will be 3 times. So your T1 will be 3 times T naught by 4. Correct. Now T1 is 3 T naught by 4. Now let's calculate shear stress because of T1 and shear stress because of T2. Actually in GATE exam you don't have to calculate both shear stresses, but now we know the value. So T2 is equal to T naught by 4 and T1 is equal to 3 T naught by 4. In GATE exam, you should directly use the bigger answer to find out maximum shear stress. But simply for the sake, I'm saying, see here, T by J is equal to tau by R. You can find out shear stress in first portion and in second portion one by one. And no doubt that when you will be using this value, then only your shear stress will be maximum. Clear? Let's find out that. How will you calculate that? So I am calculating the tau value. So tau value, how do we calculate? You multiply, see here, this J is nothing but 30 pi d power 4 divided by 32. Okay, so this 32 I can write here. Okay, what is this R here? This R is nothing but d by 2. So this 2 I can write here. So this 2 and 32 I can cancel, 16. So my final answer, and this d and d I can cancel like this. So my final answer will look like for the tau. How will it look like? 16 T1 divided by pi d cube. So this T1 value, you substitute T naught by 4. So because 4 is there, by 4 is there, so 16 will be 4 times T1 by pi d cube. Done. And now go for tau in the second section. So there it will be T2. T2 value is, oh sorry, T1 is 3 T naught. So I should put into 3 also. So I'll be getting 12 T1. T1 is T naught pi d cube. I hope there is no confusion. And then go for tau for the second. So in that case, you will be doing 16 T2 divided by pi d cube. So this T2 value, you have to write only T naught by 4. So you will be having 4. So what will be the answer here? That answer you can calculate. So you can see the answer is there in the option. Which option is correct? Option B is correct, right? Because, yes, because 3 times extra. So multiply 3. So 12. So this answer is correct.